Real people. Real vibes. Diverse emotions.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy K, the Rainbow Prince.
Classy touch.
And today we got a very special artist, a man who's working in his own lane that nobody in Oakland is doing.
Straight up.
We got the legend Pops,
Okay,
bro. What's poppin', bro?
What's going on?
What's going on, y'all? Yeah, let's get it, man.
Let's go.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. How's your weekend been?
It's been good, man. You know, I just been kicking and taking care of the dog.
I
Right.
feel
This
it.
weekend, you know, big old baby can't stay alone.
Big ass
Right.
dog, bro. They ain't no baby, bro.
Yeah, but he a big ass baby, man. For real.
No, I
like
feel
that,
it.
man.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah, we've been looking for artists for a while, and then we came across, you know what I mean? Like, I seen you at your show, but that was the first time I met you a few months ago.
I remember.
Came to the show, and like, bro, you like we just came out here out of nowhere, bro.
Right.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like, I
pretty
ain't never
much.
heard of you, never seen you on Instagram, nothing, and you just had a big ass show at Good
Yup.
Mother, bro.
Okay.
Yup.
That shit was sick as fuck, bro. But I've been following your work ever since, so
Yeah, man. Thank
it
you.
was
thank
only
you.
right that we had you on the show, bro. I'm glad we
Yeah,
linked
yeah,
up last
appreciate
weekend,
it.
too.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
That shit was
dope, man.
lit.
Man, I got told back. For
We
real.
all did, bro.
Bruh.
Right.
But yeah, let's start from the beginning. So,
Okay.
what's your? How'd you get your name Pops, and where you from?
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm from Sacramento. I moved out to Oakland probably like 2.5 years ago. But I mean, shit, Pops is just like a Mexican thing, you know. They call the little kids in the family Papi and shit.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
So, you know, growing up, I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna stick with that. You know, what I mean? They just call me
Feel it.
Pops.
Okay.
Is that your artist name too?
Yeah. So, I mean, I just go by Pops, and then the artist name, you know, brand thing is Wulffvnky.
Got it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the Instagram handle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's just an
That's a
Instagram
sick
thing.
name. Where did that come from?
Shit, man, you know, just growing up, you know, the love of dogs and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I was a big Wolf person as a kid for some
Okay.
reason, and you know, all the music I listened to was funk, you know, Rick James, all this type of
Hell
shit,
yeah,
you know,
Rick James,
You know,
right?
crazy
Come on.
shit.
That's right.
So, and then you know, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put the two together. And just say, fuck it.
Okay.
Sick.
Wolf
So
Funk.
what was your?
At first, it was my Words with Friends username, so I was like, wait, this shit is dope.
Hold on.
That's
Let me
it.
borrow that one.
So how was your upbringing like with art? Like, how'd you get into art?
So, man, it's just something I've always been doing, you know, as a little kid, you know, drawing on the walls and stuff like hella little. But it just always stuck with me, man. You know, I was a real quiet kid, you know, just stayed inside all the time, just drawing, you know,
Right.
making comic books, whatever. And, you know, as I grew, you know, I just got more serious about it.
Sick, yeah, cause that's, I mean, like, you know, I'm an artist too, and like,
Mhm.
you know, when you're a kid, there's things you just fuck around with, and you just don't stop fucking around. You feel
Right.
me? Just like
Yeah,
writing on walls,
nah,
and just
exactly.
play around writing on walls, and you
Yup,
just end up
right.
start doing graffiti, bro, and then you
Yeah.
start like fucking around with other shit.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Did you go to any art school or anything?
Yeah, I took a couple semesters at Sac City, and yeah, I had a real good teacher who, you know, really taught me a lot, put things in perspective for me. But I ended up, you know, just dropping out because, you know, it just wasn't for me. You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, they're like, oh, draw this, draw that, and I'm like, yeah, you know, like, you know, I already know how to do all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
So I was
feel
like,
that.
you know, I got what I need, so you know, I'm gonna just go out into the world and just be me as an
I'm
artist.
taking this game and I'm
Let's
out.
go. I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
like, what happened with you after you left? So, were you just like, fuck this, I'm out of here? Or how did you get to where you're at now?
Okay, yeah. I mean, so pretty much, you know, I never really traveled like that, you know. So even coming out here was like a big step for me, and I just kind of wanted to get away from everything I knew,
Right.
type of shit, and really just dial in and focus on some art. And you know, so I took a baby step, came out here to Oakland. You know, probably gonna go somewhere else after, and yeah, just got busy.
That's what's up. Yeah, it's just, I mean, we've done a lot of traveling ourselves, but
Right.
like, when you go to other countries and you're from California, everyone loves you, and they're just
Yeah,
like,
that's what I
like,
heard, man.
right.
That's
you
why I
feel
gotta
me?
go
Like,
get it.
it's
I gotta
sick,
go
but
get
like,
it.
when you're just traveling in here in California, you go to another place, just another person. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you have to make new friends. Like, it's not that energy was like, oh, you're someone new, we want you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yup.
That's why it's been sick seeing you rocking with the Good Mother Bros. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that's the Good Mother Bros.
They're
That's a
good.
sick
That's the
community.
family. That's the
Yeah.
family.
It's a good community,
For
bro.
sure.
So what mediums do you use with your art?
So right now I'm focusing on like charcoal and pastel, and right now I'm doing at large scale on raw canvas.
Right.
But I also like airbrush, acrylic paint, oil paint, clay sculpting. I mean, shit, man, pretty much anything that you could kind of create with, I want to figure out, So,
well, what made you decide out of all those mediums to stick with charcoal and pastels?
Yeah, so I mean, besides pencil, charcoal was like the first medium,
right?
That I started really using tough, and
from the beginning, that's what your first medium was.
Yeah, and it came like pretty natural to me, because even when I took that class, I just handled it really well. I was like one of the best in class, and I'm like, I gotta stick with this shit,
Right.
So yeah,
damn, yeah, that's hard, like, because it's not only is it like it's super sick for like blending, like your blends look crazy, you know what I mean?
Thank
with
you.
paint,
Super
like
smooth.
blending with paint. I just learned how to blend paint colors together like within the past 2 years.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
I try to paint. I mean, I'm okay at it. You gotta find your own style and everything. But whenever I think of painting, I want to be like a Renaissance.
Right.
motherfucker,
Yeah, just do something.
and then when I don't see it, I'm just like, man,
Man.
I'm giving up. I'm
going back to the charcoal.
Yeah, I'm going back to the charcoal. Head.
Yeah, I hella feel that, bro. Yeah, I used to fuck with like the color pastels, things like that. But like, I've never got into portrait. Like, I can't do portrait at all, bro. So when I see like your work, I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, that's why I respect it so much.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
But what's your work process like? Like, how do you decide you want to paint something? Like, I seen like the ones of you and your friends you painted.
Yeah.
And like a lot of homie art, you know what I mean? Like group photos, old like 90s group photos and like 90s like cholo styles and things like that. Like what's that inspired by, and like what's your process like when you choose what you want to paint?
So my process is, I mean, just pretty much I'm a nostalgic person, and that's why I like that grayscale so much.
Right.
It's very like vintage, classic type shit. But I just like to think back, to my childhood, whether it be music, family, friends, kicking it, or even like pretty recent, just hanging out, just kicking it with the homies, man.
Yeah.
So I like to think about that, and also very like serious matters,
Right.
Because in my art, I want to be very transparent with people, and I don't know if you guys get that feeling whenever you look at it. You feel like you can relate to certain type of things in your own lives,
I feel like, especially like the group photo ones, it's like that's just like when those group photos used to have back in the day with your homies and shit.
Right,
You feel me?
right.
Like it's like a warm feeling and like comfort. Like that's why I hella fuck with it, bro. Like I'm a fan for sure.
Yeah, me too.
man, thank you.
It definitely reminds me of like, especially like growing up out here in California. It has that West Coast vibe. It's injected in there, and it comes across really well. I also just like the fact that you're making large scale, so it's super imposing as opposed to kind of just like making a little picture. It's like it's bigger. Would you say it's easier to make a bigger picture, or is it easier to do something like on a piece of paper?
I like working large scale. I think it's way easier. You could get a lot of details in small places.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like when people see it on Instagram or something, they don't realize how large it is. So when I had my first show over at Good Mother, they were like, "Wow, like I didn't think this shit was that big." I just seen like on my phone a little picture.
That's something I've been dealing with too with paintings. Like I did that Prince painting and I posted it like. And then like a few months later, I tried to do a raffle for it, and I stood next to my painting. People were like, "What the fuck?"
Right?
Like I didn't know it was that big.
Let me put this raffle in.
Yeah, that's why I try to
crazy.
put like the measurements on the caption. But there's a lot of people who don't know shit about art.
Yeah, they don't know. They just see numbers and
yeah,
stuff.
so you just got to like stand next to it or like show a comparison with like how big it is. You know?
You know whose art tripped me out like that is Alex Gray.
Oh yeah,
Alex Gray is just like so big. And it's just like, when I first saw it, it was like on a phone or a computer, so it's just like a digital version, so you just won't even know how big it is. And but then he has like the gallery, right?
Yeah,
which we should go
to.
We need to go there.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're humongous, and it's just like it's trippy, man. I want to go there and see that art, man.
Let's get
it's
it.
ill, yeah. It's super sick.
Yeah, I'm hella curious to know how'd you get involved with Good Mother, bro? Like how'd that come?
I mean, shit. I just came out here. You know, I don't really know too many peeps out here like that. But you know, I was just getting busy on the art, posting on Instagram. You know, and then I started meeting some people out here. You know, got some reposts and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, they just hit me up one day and was like, "Hey, you trying to do a show?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "All right, it's in 2 weeks." And I was like, "God damn, man!" I was like, "Holy shit!"
Oh my days!
And I told him, I was like, "Yeah, I got it." And I was like, "Bro, I ain't got this shit. I gotta get busy right now." Like yesterday. And so, anyways, you know, I got up all my stuff up in there. I made it happen. And they helped me out a lot, you know. We figured out, you know, framing process and you know, everything like that. Because before, like, I wasn't sure on how I was gonna frame them. Yeah, and I was like, fuck, man,
you just had them all on canvas on roll.
Yeah. Because for the most part, I just put it on the wall.
Right.
You know, hella big, staple them, put my piece, and then, you know, I just end up framing it. But yeah, I didn't really know the whole process then. But anyways, yeah, man, we pretty much just hit it off, you know. I mean, now we're hella close. Those are like my brothers now, you know.
Yeah. So, shout out Good Mother, bro.
Yeah, good Mother, man. We tied in forever, man.
Yeah, y'all fan, bro. They giving everyone opportunities, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You don't see galleries like that are just like, man. A lot of places are hella exclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
They want the month's rent.
Yeah,
all that, bro.
Yeah, no, they were hella cool. You know, they were just like, you know, it's a pandemic right now. We're just gonna try to make something out of nothing. We're gonna try to make some shit happen. And honestly, the show was like a really good turnout.
Was that your first like show like that before?
Yeah, it was pretty much like my first like official show. Because I've done like little pop-ups, you know, like little bar shows and type shit like that. But this was like my first official one.
In a gallery.
Yeah, I feel like even though I just met you that night, I feel like since that show, I've seen your shit everywhere, bro.
Let's go.
You feel me? Like, like you're friends with everyone. You know what I mean? Like you have like people reposting your art, like, and that's sick as fuck, bro. Like there's a good community right now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I definitely love Oakland, man. Like, I came out here, got to work, and you know, people were hella supportive.
Right.
And like I said, I'm meeting a lot of cool people up out here, and you know, I definitely appreciate everyone like showing me love and all that kind of stuff.
You deserve it, bro. The hard work shows.
For sure, man.
So you're stretching your own canvases now?
Yeah. So right now, you know, doing everything, you know, so doing the work, go to the wood store.
Yeah, I seen you on Instagram with Mateo getting the wood, building the frames and all that.
He the woodworker, man.
But would you is it a thing to kind of like stretch the canvas and then paint on it, or is it better to do the piece and then put it on like
the canvas?
Yeah.
I've never done that, honestly. I was 10 years of painting. I never stretched my own canvas. I just paint on canvas.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I had trouble with that because, you know, I do it all first and then I stretch it.
Right.
But when you move it, it's charcoal, you know. So So I just have to be really careful with that process.
Right.
I mean, I spray everything with fixative, so it's stuck for the most part.
Right.
But you know, you just always have to be careful because if I move it too much or like, you know, rub it against another surface, then you know it just kind of gets kind of dull.
Will it like warp? Will it warp the original piece as you stretch it? Does it like warp or anything like that?
Yeah, you got to tighten it.
Yeah.
You know, so like things change for sure. But that's why your work is like so like impressive, bro. Because you got to be very delicate with it too.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And how do you transport it? Like, do you put like a clear film over it or anything like that when you transport, or do you?
Yeah. So right now I have all the works at my studio, and then so when I transport it to Swim Gallery, I have everything wrapped in like, you know, like I have this big roll of saran wrap.
For sure.
You know, wrap the whole thing.
Right.
But as far as like shipping or anything, I'll either roll it up in a tube and ship it that way, or if it just depends on what the client, you know, how they want to handle it. If they want me to ship it framed, then I'll do that. You know.
Right. I think maybe shipping it framed. When you roll it, won't it smear when you roll it?
No, I mean for like, I spray with fixative, so I mean it's pretty stuck, and I roll it with a piece of paper in there. Like I have a big roll of paper, you know. So I just roll that all up in there and then put it in the tube.
It's such a delicate process. Like
yeah. No, I mean honestly, I learned a lot from my first show because I tried to move everything to Good Mother and all the framing. And I had to do so many touch-ups because I was so rough with it.
Right.
And now I know how to handle it from start to finish.
Okay.
So what jobs were you doing before you were painting?
So my cousin is a chef. They do fish and bones. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
But
in Sacramento?
No, out here in Oakland now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so it's their own pop-up, pickles and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, we've always been really close. So, yeah, I mean, I just been cooking with them the whole time, and doing the thing.
It was fish. What kind of cuisine was it like?
Yeah, so I mean, right now they focus on like charcuterie type things, pickles.
Got it.
Do their own pâtés and their own
they got
cheese.
Vegan options.
Yeah.
Okay. We out there,
visit that. Let's go,
bro. They do a vegan pâté.
Okay,
mushroom based and all that.
Come on.
Oh, yeah,
let's go. Touch that.
Yeah, bro. It's fish and bones with a Z.
Well, where are they? Where is it?
So right now they're just a pop up.
Right.
And, they just moved to Alameda. So
that's where I'm from.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they just been a little busy, but they're gonna be doing their pop ups again shortly.
Right. So from there, you just hopped out of that and went straight into having your own space and making art.
Full time.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, honestly, the pandemic helped my ass a lot.
Me
too.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I had all this free time. I wasn't working. I was getting that check. Yeah, really. So I was like, so this was like before I was like, all right, I gotta do this shit serious. So I mean, I was chilling, getting that check or whatever, and I was like, bro, I gotta really dial in on something here. Like I gotta put this money to good use, get my materials.
Right.
Yep.
And just do what I do. Just go
Next
crazy.
level
That's
shit.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
So how's Instagram helped your career? If it has.
Yeah, no, I mean it definitely helps a lot. I've met a lot of good people out there. They really support me through Instagram and all that. In other different places all over. And yeah, man, it's just like a good platform. Just to give like. I try not to anymore to put any finished work.
Yeah.
I try to put up, a work in progress.
Right. Yeah.
Why though?
Because like
especially when you're having a show.
Yeah, it's like what we said earlier. You don't realize scale or how serious it is through Instagram. So when you see a little work in progress, you're like, oh damn.
Yeah.
And then when I have the product and the show, you see it, and you're just like.
Okay, this is way crazier than I thought it was.
I for sure am guilty of this though. Like I'm about to go to a show,
yeah, me too.
And then I see the whole show, all the paintings. I'm like, all right, I guess I don't really have to go, bro. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's how I feel. But what's been your most memorable response to your artwork? Something like that somebody seeing your art and they're like, this takes me back, or like,
I mean,
reminds me of my dog, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've had like I had a couple of those. He was like, hey, it looks like my dog.
Okay.
But man, I mean, I've had some old friends that I haven't talked to in a while, and they had hit me up and was like, oh, I've been going through it, all this and that, and whenever I look at your art, like I'm real familiar with what you're talking about, and it kind of brings me up, and I was like, man, like it's nice to have a cool effect on people like that, positive effect where they can relate to something that I'm going through, and they feel comfortable enough to tell me, like, hey, I'm not doing too good, but seeing your art is amazing.
See, that's what we're trying to do.
It's about.
We're trying to bring these emotional responses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when they told me that, I was like, bruh, I felt good because I was like, man, I feel like I really can help people through whatever I'm doing.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure. Yeah, I had an experience with one of my friends, like in 2018. We was at a show, and someone came like from two different worlds, and they were just looking at her art, and they're like they'll never be in the same place ever. You know what I mean? It was just like this like tech ass woman and this hood ass dude, bro. And they're just standing next to this painting, just having a conversation about this painting.
It's amazing.
You feel me? Like that art brought these people together.
Right.
You feel me? And sometimes like it's amazing making money from your art, but sometimes like it's just as amazing. Well, probably not just as amazing, but like, you feel me? But like someone coming, looking at your art and appreciating it. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Like, cause there's people who are not even into art, and they'll see it and they'll just be like, fuck, like this is sick. And then they'll start like a train of thought, you know what I mean? And then like start conversation, and then people maybe get into art from that, you know?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
man. Do you have like a dream project? Is there something like where it's like in your mind, like the pinnacle that you would like to reach as an artist?
Yeah, I mean, my dream project would probably just be like, you know, a sick ass group show with, you know, me and a lot of close homies, know, who I know who, you know, or either struggling or, you know, they're just trying to find their way into the game or something like that.
Right.
I mean, as an artist, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to have a platform where I could help other artists out, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yo, that can happen this summer, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Very possible.
We going all in this summer, man. Like,
okay. Yeah, this summer's
that's what I'm saying.
Mad.
So I really need like everyone's support this summer. If not, y'all not going to see me no more. I'm retiring.
It's going up. You know, you came out here at the right time because everything's like opening up. Everybody's energy is right in the right space to be working with each other. So it's just like everybody's ready to work with each other.
Yep.
Like it's finna get good.
Yeah, it's gonna be cracking.
Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy summer, bro. You feel me? I like that Radio Raheem mural you did too.
Yeah, thank you.
That was all paint, right?
Yeah, it was spray paint.
Sure.
Used some brushes up in there, but I mean, that was pretty much like my first like mural type like that.
Right.
So when I try to do Radio Raheem, that shit was hella tricky. You know, I don't really work with spray cans like that. And
you did Radio Raheem with charcoal too, right?
Yeah, I did that with, and that one I was sick. You know what I'm saying? But the other one, I was like, man, you know, this is hella tricky. But that's something that I want to get into as well as, you know, larger scale murals, grayscale cans. You know, gotta get some cool portraits in.
Yeah, and that's in that movie alone. Do the Right Thing is such like a powerful film, you know what I mean? Like
and honestly, that's why I did the piece, because, you know, same thing that happened to Radio Raheem way back then still happening now. Same way.
Exactly.
Same way.
That love and hate, that photo is just so powerful. So like, what do you feel like the artist's role is in society?
I mean, yeah, they have a huge role. You know, you got to be vulnerable with your community and all that. You know, you got to let them see your full self. And you know, that brings people together. You know, like you got to be strong enough to put your heart out there for people to do whatever with. You know, and
yeek.
Yeah, no, it's scary. I mean, even for me, when I put a serious piece of work out there, you know, that really means something to me. I mean, it's scary, you know, because I'm like, man, people gonna know this and that about me, blah blah blah. But you know, that's when I get the best reactions. You know, to like, man, I really feel this. This reminds me of being my homies, my family, or whatever I was doing growing up.
So it's like your most vulnerable pieces have like garnered the most attention, basically.
Yeah, I mean, and it brings people together, you know. So that's really important, especially right now in today's society. You know what's going on. You know, people need to really come together.
Seriously.
Yeah, people. The Radio Raheem piece is just exactly that. You know, I mean, that's an important. That's like an artist's role in society, is that painting going up. You feel me? Like everyone can relate to that, and it's very relatable. You know. Yeah, I love that one. Which is your favorite painting though that you've done?
I would probably say I did this large scale piece of Mary J, Lil Kim.
Oh yeah, that one's crazy. Yo, we're gonna insert that.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of that one. Yeah,
okay.
That one's crazy. So besides the one that I did of me and my homies, that was my first big scale. But that was the next one I did.
Right.
And that was the one where I was like, hey, I think I got something here. You know, so I was like my first piece I looked at that was like, this is a masterpiece.
Okay,
I was like, man. Yeah. And then I'm a big ass Mary J fan. You know, I be simping when I'm drawn. I'm like, yeah, you know, Mary J. So for that to end up so good, I was like, yeah, this is super special. I got something. I'm gonna roll with it.
Right.
And this is what it is.
Yeah, that one's sick, bro. I love that one. You know what that one hella remind me of? And this, I'm trying to give you a little idea right now, bro. You should do fucking the 2 strippers from Players Club.
Ooh wee. Ooh wee.
What's her name, bro? Yeah, if you remember her name. Diamond, bro. Diamond, and the other one, the bully one, bro. She was looking crazy in there, bro.
Bro, Players Club.
The Players Club, bro. I watched that in England with my ex, bro. She didn't know what to think, bro. I was like, bro, it's some American shit.
Hey, what's going on over there, man? Dude, what you doing when you about to go back?
We was putting everyone on the old black 90s films.
Right, yeah, bro.
Some people fuck with it, though, but a lot of people don't know nothing about that whole culture, you feel me?
Yeah, bro, that's how we grew up, man. You know, just we seen that, and then we was like, oh, I gotta go do that now. I gotta go get that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I hella feel like now also your art, like your style is hella like relatable to your art as well. Like I feel like you just like real West Coast nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me, bro? Yeah. Like a real like.
But even with that jacket you wore, it's just like you're still pushing it forward still.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's forward still.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want to be, you know, categorized as like one thing, you know, between, you know, like that's some cholo motherfucker up over there, you know, because I just grew up different, you know, with so many different like kind of cultures around me.
Right.
You know, on my different homies and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of want to convey that unity, you know, between black and brown people, because, you know, there shouldn't be no separation. You know,
why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Yeah. So.
Okay. Especially West Coast, bro.
I mean,
you feel me?
Yeah,
there's no point, man. But you know, I think we got it so good out here because everywhere else it's way different. We're so mixed up out here, and like especially like in Oakland. And just being in the Bay, like we're so like there's a certain togetherness out here that I just haven't really seen anywhere else.
Yeah, and if we can't get through it here, we ain't gonna make it anywhere outside of this place.
Right, exactly,
You feel me? Like
exactly.
even here, there's like there's some places like an hour away or 2 hours away. They're like, well, they want to accept people like us. Like we'll walk in somewhere and they're not fucking with us.
Yeah, but shit. I mean, I was going to the outlets like not Daily Dublin or some shit, man. With all the elections going on, right? Trump rallies, man, going crazy up over there. Damn. I was like, bro, I was like, we out here in the Bay, you know. I was like,
y'all forgot what we was at.
Just trying to hit the outlet, bro.
Right, shit. I'm trying to get some Nikes.
One time,
I'm gonna get my Nikes out. I'm out.
Some tube socks out here. Shit.
Not hanging around.
No, I feel like you're like a walking painting of yours, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me, bro? Like.
Thank you. Yeah,
that's sick as fuck, bro. And it's lightweight marketing too.
Right. You are your art.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I am art.
Let's go.
Well, what place have you been to, or a place that you want to go for like inspiration? You know what I mean? Or is there a place that, you know, maybe you go to your mom's house sometimes and watch music videos with your mom or something, or like you want to go somewhere you haven't been for inspiration? Like, what's that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, for inspiration, I mean, I definitely want to go to like Cuba and stuff. You know,
Are you Cuban?
I don't want to go to Cuba.
No, I'm not. But I want to go there. But you know, just to be about there, you know, all the colors, you know, just it's very vintage.
Such
about
a time capsule, like
it's
still there. It's still untouched.
Yeah,
exactly.
Not for long, but still.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I haven't really like traveled too much, but you know, of course, I like being out in LA a little bit.
Right.
You know, there are a lot of people doing stuff up out there, but yeah.
I seen you in a few weeks ago, or like a month ago. Like you had a group of friends out there who had a show or something.
Yeah, man. That show was like one of the best shows I ever did.
Yeah, those are your friends, right?
Yeah, I met him through Instagram. So yeah, he seen my pieces. So I sent him one. So I mean, yeah, we're pretty cool. But man, he's doing his thing out there. His name's AJ Gerard.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Right.
but a black curator, one of the only ones out there to do it real big like that. So he got a lot of people of color, in this dope ass gallery, man.
Wow.
It's called the Jeffrey Deitch Gallery.
Right.
And the show is called Shattered Glass. Yeah, you guys should check
that
out.
We're getting in there, bro.
Game, yeah, right.
Man, hopefully on the next one, man. But no, honestly, I went to that show, and I got home and I was like, all right, I gotta go harder, man.
Yeah,
I gotta go in because that shit was dope, and I could be right there too.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah, when it comes to situations like that, you're literally just one thought away from being in a position like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's cool that you went out there, connected with them, and building that relationship.
No, yeah, I definitely needed to go out there. I met a lot of cool people, seen some other friends from Instagram, and all that kind of stuff. And we pretty much just had a good ass time.
That's what it takes, man.
Yeah, that whole weekend we went to a whole bunch of different galleries looking at artists of color in these dope galleries.
Right.
And the art was just like so dope.
That's amazing.
That's what's up. I can't wait to go to your show, bro.
Right,
Tell us about your show.
Yeah,
Give us
you got one coming up.
A little preview. Yeah, in July, right?
Yep. The show is July 10th. It's at Swim Gallery.
Where's that?
Yeah,
in the city?
Yeah, in the city.
Sick ass gallery.
Come on.
So pretty much when I first came out here, it was Good Mother and Swim that really put me onto things up out here. And so, like I said, it's for life, man. But yeah, so it's in at Swim, July 10th. It should be up for like a month and stuff. I'm still trying to think of the name because I want it to hit. I want it to be like, okay, that name is cool.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm going all in on this one, putting everything I got into it. It's gonna be a real good show. It's gonna be cool because I get to put in what I learned from a Good Mother show,
right,
and it's gonna just be that much better.
So next level shit.
Showing growing, bro.
Come on.
Yeah, I also have some in July as well. Something going on the East Coast where I'm sending a few pieces with that Radio Raheem piece.
Nice.
Oh, sick. I love that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mention it now because they haven't announced it yet. So I'm gonna but everything in July is gonna pop off. So
okay,
hell yeah,
July is going up.
Yeah, we for sure turning up.
Yeah, I ain't even been there, so I really want to see what it's like there too.
It's gonna be
it's a cool spot. It's a cool spot. It's like off of Ellis Street or something.
Okay,
it's a sick spot. Yeah, bro, you got any shout outs? Anyone you want to shout out? Any love you want to send out?
Shit, I gotta shout out my Good Mother family.
Let's go.
My roommate on Instagram, they call me Sarah Smith.
What about your Instagram?
My Instagram, Wulffvnky, WULFFVNKY.
Okay.
And there it is, man. The whole family up out here, Swim Gallery, you guys, of course.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Right
Thanks
for
coming through,
bro.
man.
This shit was dope, man. I was hella nervous. I don't be talking like that. I just be chilling,
Right.
But this was dope. Thanks for having me, y'all.
That's what we're really trying to do, bro. We're trying to, we know loads of artists. We all know hella artists and shit, you know what I mean? But people just see the art or the Instagram post, you know what I mean? Like we want the story behind it.
Right.
The story won't always be in the caption.
Right.
I'm hella excited, man. I don't ever really get to tell my story like
for
that.
Sure.
So
it's
a good opportunity.
We're blessed to have your presence. You feel me?
Straight up.
Give you this platform to tell your story.
Exactly. It'd be dope to have you back on, maybe closer to your show or something, have you back on or after the show.
Talk about the show.
Talk about the show.
Let's do it after.
A little follow up.
Talk about it and all that kind of stuff. Maybe the next move. Maybe I'll have something then.
That's what I'm saying. So let the people get to know you too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's important.
Well, yeah, bro. This has been like an amazing podcast, bro. Had fun.
This is dope. This is dope.
Well, you're always welcome back for
always,
sure, bro.
Man.
Yep, let's do it,
man.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see everybody at the show.
We're gonna come. We're gonna come thick, bro. We're gonna come thick.
July 10th.
July 10th on a Saturday.
Let's go.
We gotta blow it up.
It's Saturday.
Yeah, bro. At the end, towards the end of the show, I kind of want it to be like a little party, So I want to throw on all the music I like, all the old school shit, just like funk or like some dance type stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna be lit.
I just want it to be fun,
Big lit. Yeah,
it's gonna be dope.
The show. Well, lit,
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
We're gonna get you back to painting, getting back to the studio.
Right.
But bro, it's all good. Emotions podcast. Peace.